Hey, sorry, getting used to this. Hi, this is Miss Barris, and I teach Algebra 2 Common Core, AP Computer Science, and Intermediate Algebra. If you're in any of these three classes, then this video is for you. And there it is. All right, my goal is to create mathletes. Now, it sounds silly when I say it, and computer science, it just didn't roll off the tongue like that, so computer science leets sounds a little weird, okay? But my goal is for you to practice more your math and your computer science with me and with your teammates, meaning your classmates, working together to be better math students and computer science students. So that's my goal this year. So just so you know, these are the things that you need. You need your 3-ring binder, pen and a pencil, dry erase markers. These are for you. These aren't for me. These are for you to do some activities in class. Okay, you need a TI-84 Plus calculator. We supply that for you if you don't want to go out and buy that, so that's good. But if you're used to a TI-83 from the past, or if you have a TI-83, it's just going to be just a little awkward, but we'll still be able to work with it. If you already have a TI-83, that's okay. But we'll give you a TI-84 to use. Now, and you also need some various accounts. Now, we're going to be doing something called flipping the classroom this year, for the most part. And these 4 accounts will be extremely useful for you. First is Google. Now, I'm going to be using a lot of apps for Google that Google gives for free, and it's going to be very easy for you if you have a Google account. So if you don't have one yet, it's probably a good idea to make one, but use your name if you would, your maybe first initial and last name. It'll help when you're applying for colleges. It's not like Fluffy Bunny 728. You're going to have to make a new account when applying for colleges and in jobs. Okay, so Edpuzzle. These links are all on my website, so I'm going to take a jaunt over to my website, or to the e-board at least. Okay, this is the website I'm using right now. So if you go to www.mccsd.net, that's Middle Country's homepage, and go to the e-boards here. Okay, I'm in Newfield. Now I'm split between Newfield and Centereach, but my e-board is at Newfield. So go to Newfield, and then Ms. Barris is right here. Ms. Barris is right there. Okay, you'll see all 5 of my classes have their own tab. Please, when you click on this, make sure it's your class, because 2 of these accounts are specific to you. Okay, so for intermediate algebra here, we have an Edpuzzle account. Edpuzzle is the link we're going to use for homework. Okay, so that's where you're going to watch your video, and it will tell me if you watched it. And it'll tell me I have a few questions I asked throughout the video. Those questions are never graded. They're just for me to know if you understand things and able to make the lesson go more appropriately. So I'm able to see if you understood the homework first before class, and then I can run the class accordingly. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so you're going to click on that. That's specific to your class. Okay, so if you're not in intermediate algebra, you shouldn't be on this web page or on this tab here. Jupyter Grades is the same for everyone. This is my grade book I'm going to be using. I know we use PowerSchool and things like that, and I'm sorry if you're used to PowerSchool, but Jupyter Grades is a lot easier for me, and I think for you, I hope. We can keep in touch very easily. We actually email each other right in Jupyter Grades if you want. You have a problem with a grade, you can be like, this grade is a problem, and every time I go to enter grades, I'll see your message. So email is great. I'll definitely check email, but Jupyter Grades, I check that a lot, and it should be a lot easier for me and you. Okay, so you would click on that. If you're a parent, you put your kid's student number, your child or stepchild or whatever, their student number in there. If you don't have a password, you just type in your school, your city, your country, your state. If you're a student, you do the same thing. Students and parents, we have 1 student account and 2 parent accounts. So if you need more, we can figure that out. So just let me know. All right, you can always email me and I can send you a direct link to this so that you don't have to go through it. Okay, Remind. Now again, Remind is specific to your class. So if you're on the intermediate algebra, you better be in intermediate algebra. Go to Remind and it actually shows you. You just please put a name I recognize. You don't have to, you can fill that stuff out, but generally email is what we fill out here. But your full name, or just so that I recognize who I'm actually texting. And it says intermediate algebra here. Again, you're not in intermediate algebra, don't click there. Well, I don't know why you'd want there. Remind. So that's a way for me to communicate with you, everyone, immediately. Hey everyone, there's test Friday, just remind there's a test Friday, or, you know, there's a mistake on the homework, I said 3 when I should have said 4. Those kinds of things are very useful to have. And again, I said Google. A Google account is always a good thing to have. You can sign up for Edpuzzle and Remind using just your Google account, so it's technically just one account. Jupyter Grades is its own thing. Okay? Then, so we're back here, view full screen. So we just went through those. You can find these on my e-board and be happy. Okay, so we will be flip learning. This is going to help me create Mathletes using the Olympic theme here. You know, had fun watching it this August. Okay, most of our homework will be video. Except sometimes before tests we'll do like a review sheet or something, but I'll have a video homework, and in class you're going to practice. So it's kind of flipping the classroom. Instead of learning in class and homework at home, like, you know, practice at home, it's the other way around. And the reason that I do this is because I believe math is just like a sport, but it's a sport of the mind. It's a sport of the mind. You have to practice it to get good. And if you're practicing it and you get stuck and you're at home, what good is it? And then you go to school and you hope that the teacher goes over that homework problem. Well, you're going to watch the video. You can watch it over and over if you want to make sure you understand. But that's it. That's your homework. It's a video. 15 minutes tops, and that's really the top. I'm going to try to make them as short and sweet as possible. You can watch it. You can watch it over and over to make sure you understand. If you still don't, you come to class and I go over problems and I answer your questions if you still don't understand it. Or you send me a remind while, you know, you text me a remind while you're using the video, and I try to clarify if I wasn't as clear in the video. So it's really awesome way to do work. We can get deeper into learning instead of just trying to hopefully get through the lesson, get through the homework that I hope you understood. We can actually do activities. If 10 people didn't understand it, I can do a mini lesson while the other half of the class practices. Okay, so more individual attention for students, less frustration and crying at home with the homework. Okay, so it's just video homework, and that's it. I do extra help every day until 2:25. I realize that's not a whole lot of time, but the way that we run our class is we do a lot of individual help. We work with each other. We go in groups to practice. So extra help would be just doing the exact same thing. So we'll be doing that extra help in class, and you have the videos you can watch all the time. You can remind, you can send me questions anytime you want, preferably not after 10. I like to sleep. And that's that. Now, if you don't have a computer at home, or if your smartphone doesn't get very good Wi-Fi, I'm after school every day until 2:25. So that's a really good time because I am a computer science teacher. I have a computer lab available. Just do extra help in the computer lab. You watch your video for homework there, and then you go home. Okay, so it's not that bad. Edpuzzle, the way that we're checking our homework, is not blocked at school, so you are able to watch those videos at school. So if you have a free period, you can watch it there. But I do expect you to do that homework the day I give it, because I do create assignments during the class based on who understood the homework. Now, I don't grade the homework, I just see that you did it, but based on your answers to some of the questions I give, I will group you, hopefully with me or with other students that will help you learn if you had any questions or you made a common mistake. I can make sure I go over those mistakes. So if you have any questions, you can email me or join my Remind and email me and text me right away. Okay, Remind allows me to, get a notification every time someone sends me something, and it's very quick generally. Email might be a day or two, but that's okay. So those are the things that you need for this class. I hope you're as excited as I am. Okay, maybe we could spend summer a little bit longer, but that's okay. So hopefully we'll see you, and have a good rest of the summer.